how do you connect your body's flexibility to the flexibility that we should be currently operating with in terms of
Yeah,
mindset?
no, great question. So I'd say a couple things came from sports early on. Being South Asian, I played sports in a time where there weren't a lot of South Asian women certainly playing sports, but my parents were extremely supportive of it. And what I learned from that experience, I mean, I was not inclined athletically, we'll say at the beginning
Okay.
at all. I was overweight and, while I don't want to focus on weight, but it was actually quite an issue to play volleyball. And so I had to make a drastic changes, but I did that when I was a teenager. It's easier to do that as a teenager than in your mid 40s. And it was actually a very critical time. Teenage years are really, really important years, particularly for women, because that's when we start to see huge differences where men and women tend to bifurcate in terms of their health. It actually starts as early as the age of 13 because of sports. There's a lot more men's sports than women's sports and sports opportunities. And so what I found with sports is I talked about earlier self-efficacy. I was able to actually get good enough to play on a varsity team in college, right? And eventually be team captain. And it really was a great career in sports. And what I've carried on from that experience is exercising and physical activity and the benefits of physical activity. I don't necessarily exercise per se for, I don't exercise for losing weight or keeping my weight. That is not a motivator for me. What I exercise for is just clarity of mind. The fact that I can, get on my bike and ride my bike and I can run, and that actually gives me a lot more clarity. On days that I do that, I'm able to focus. And there's a lot of data to show that is the case. And those are the benefits of physical activity. Certainly I can speak from the cardiovascular side, but just the idea. And meditation can actually have huge benefits. I've never been able to meditate. It's just not something for me, but sports plays the same focus.